Hello, I really thought that this was going to be a great idea, and I've just gotten ready I've just gotten dressed for a party that I'm going to tonight. It's one of my work friends, old work friends, and the theme is Y2K, so I did just film a little TikTok showing like my outfit selection, but I ended up going with just like a plain white tee. I'm wearing jorts, and then I've got this little head scarf going, so I feel like I've really made it so cash, and now I'm like, I was gonna film a get ready with me in terms of like doing my makeup, but I'm not even gonna be doing much at all. So anyway, I've committed, so here we are. Come along with me as we get I don't know, ready. I feel like I'm already ready, but anyway, we are gonna do something to our face, so come, let's do it. This is Felicia's room. Don't look too much in depth because it's also like a little storage space where we just put random things. The most essential thing for getting ready is this little flip mirror thing that I got from Kmart. All of my mirrors in here are from Kmart, and they just do the job, you know, like no complaints whatsoever. They are truly just so good. Okay, I always go in with the Bobbi Brown face base as my first step of makeup if I'm ever doing makeup, which is not on a daily basis. I don't really use high-end products at all when it comes to like day-to-day makeup. I just don't feel the need. It's literally just to like give me some coverage, and that's literally it for work. Like I don't really care on a daily basis, so this is for, I guess, like special occasions only. Also, something that I've noticed, because I've tried to film these before, like even in my last video, is I struggle to do more than one thing at a time. So, aka multitask. When I'm doing something, I feel like I need my sole focus to be in that thing, which makes things like vlogging, videoing, trying to make YouTube videos really challenging because I have to do two things at once, and I'm just like, it's not my strong point. Also, I love the face tracking feature and like the, you know, the obvious like, you know, what do you call it, like the gimbal effects that this camera provides, but also just like the angle the angle of things when you do face track is just, you just don't know what it's going to give until you watch back, and I'm like, oh, that's the angle we were going for. Also because the screen of this camera is just so small, it's really hard to tell like when you are actually like filming, like what you look like, and if there's anything, like if I had something in my teeth right now, I wouldn't be able to tell on this screen. All right, let's do a time check. It's 4:55, and my friend Daisy is coming over at 6, and then I think I'm not sure if we're going to the shops to pick up some like drinks beforehand or not. So I guess we'll just see once she's here. But basically we need to be ready to go at 6. That's actually heaps of time because I don't plan to do a full, like much of a look anyway. I don't feel like I need to go in with my mattifying primer today just because we're going to be indoors. I don't really care for my makeup to last tonight, but usually I would use this. It's the Milk Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. We love her. My lips are feeling a little bit chopped, so I'm gonna go in with this. It's just a lip balm by Neutrogena. Oh my god, I feel like I'm really close to the camera. Okay, that's nice. Also, like, it's quite dark in here. Maybe I'll, oh, there we go. Got some light now. All right, perfect. Also, no matter how many products I own, I will always use the same things. That's something to note about me. I am going to use, I'm going to use this today. I'm going to do the All Day Luminous foundation by NARS, just because I did the sheer glow last time I did my makeup, so I'm going to switch it up. That's literally the only reason why. This is so liquidy, like I don't know if that actually shows you guys, but it's very, very liquidy. And I only ever use my fingers to blend out my foundation. So yeah, I don't know how people feel about that, but I really don't use like a beauty blender, brushes, none of it. I literally just use my hands. Anyway, I feel like I haven't really done a like a what do you call it? Like I think I mentioned some things in like my Yaps with Yaz video, but I feel like I never really introduced myself to my channel properly. I feel like one of the reasons is because when going into this YouTube channel, I didn't really know whether it was going to be like an ongoing thing, whether it was just going to be like a once-off, once in a blue moon sort of thing. Like I just wanted to gauge like what I actually wanted to do in terms of YouTube. So now that I know that like lifestyle, beauty, fashion, that's like my jam. I am a vlogger. I am a pure vlogger. So I feel like it's time, and since I have been trying to consistently post like at least once a week, I feel like it's time that I like properly, oh my god, the way this camera keeps shifting, I'm really scared that it's going to be shocking footage. Hopefully not. But I feel like it's time that we get to know each other on a little bit of a better basis, because currently I feel like I don't really know you guys, and you guys probably don't feel like you probably know me better than I know you, obviously, for obvious reasons, but like, you know, it's still not a lot. So I thought while I'm doing my makeup today, I could just chat through some of the basics. I need to go wash my hands, so you'll see me in a second. I'm currently trying to look up some questions, like get to know you prompts, so that we can do this a little bit quicker, but it's actually really hard to find. These are weird. Like, who do you look up to and why? Like, that's not the vibe that I'm going for. Okay, these seem like more appropriate questions. Okay. All right, I think I'm ready to continue with my makeup. So, do you enjoy what you do for a living? Which is a great prompt, because now I can tell you guys what I do for a living. I am an occupational therapist. I studied occupational therapy in uni straight out of high school, and I now practice as an OT. I work in a school setting, which is fabulous. It has many perks, such as school holidays, which is why I get breaks every now and again, and I pretend I'm a full-time YouTuber when I'm not. But yeah, it gives me that sort of flexibility, and I really love working in a school because you get to impact more people. Yeah. Anyway, that's just something fell. It's all good. All right. So yeah, I do enjoy what I do for a living. I also practice as an OT casually at a hospital as well. I was actually supposed to work a shift tomorrow, but obviously I'm going to a party tonight, so I got someone to cover that for me, thank goodness. But yeah, I just like go quiet because I'm trying to focus on doing my makeup. Anyway, it's fine. I try, whenever I remember to, I will pop this under my eyes just to color correct. Yep, that'll do. So yeah, anyway, next question. What's your dream job? Look, I love what I do, and I don't think I would ever stop practicing as an OT. I think ideally I would love to, I love what I do in terms of like creativity, creating content and doing things like that. So my dream would be to be part-time working at a school, and then part-time doing, yeah, working for myself essentially. But obviously that's not necessarily realistic right now anyway, so it is definitely a dream. Do I have any pets? Of course. If you don't know this, then I feel like you don't know me at all. I have 2 kittens that we got almost exactly a year ago. It is their first birthday on Monday actually, and we got them when they were 6 weeks old, so it's nearly coming up to a year since we had I birthed my kittens. Sky and Nala are their names. If you haven't met them, you should go watch some of my previous videos so that you can see how cute they are. Alright, what is my favourite type of cuisine? See, these are the important questions. I love Italian. Italian food is definitely my favourite comfort food, but honestly, I love most cuisines, if I'm being like really honest. I just am so like flexible. Like one day I'll feel like Mexican, the next day I'll be like, that's disgusting. It just really depends on my mood. Like my food preferences change all the time, but I feel like Italian is probably one of the most consistent ones. Like I don't necessarily have to be in any mood. Like I can definitely choose between pizza and pasta most days of the week. So I feel like that's probably my favorite. Like even like home food, I love home food. So like Indian, like classic food. But even that, like sometimes like growing up, I would get sick of it because we had it every single day for every single meal. So yeah, I did eventually get sick of it, but I feel like, you know, Italian food, I'm yet to be sick of, so I'm gonna go with that. That was a very long answer for such a simple question. Anywho, where have I always wanted to travel to? So maybe we can talk about where I have been and where I want to go. So I have been to India a few times, obviously because my parents took us when we were younger, and I'm actually going, the most recent time that I went was 2 years ago. 2 years ago? A year ago? I don't know. Somewhat recently, because we went to do my wedding shopping there. So I went with my parents to do that. Which was good, and I've been a few other times when I was younger as well, just to like visit family, but whenever I do go to India it's to visit family, so I wouldn't say that I've traveled India. I've purely just like traveled to family friends' houses and relatives' houses. That's literally it. I haven't actually like seen much at all. My parents obviously grew up in India and they haven't even been to like the Taj Mahal or anything like that, so like yeah, we definitely haven't treated India as like a holiday. It's always like a family visit vibe. Anywho, I've been there. I went to Europe a few years ago now, 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I don't know. I did like a Europe trip with Felicia, my bestie, and yeah, we survived. Our friendship survived. Our friendship always survives our travel trips. FYI. Me and Felicia got really close. We've always been part of the same uni like friendship group, but we got really, really close because we went to Broken Hill together for our final year placement, and this was all throughout COVID as well, so we like fully solidified our codependency, I guess, then. So did Europe with her. She was born and brought up in Greece, so we got to do a little bit of an extended private tour of Greece when we went. So yeah, I can't wait to do that again with her eventually. But where else have I been? I went to Thailand with a friend. Not really in contact with her anymore, but that happened. I think that's it in terms of like international trips. Oh wait, I went to Singapore literally this year, at the start of the year, and I think that may be it. I've been to Dubai like on a stopover once. I stayed for like a night or two or something, but I was younger and didn't really like know what I was doing. Couldn't even tell you where I stayed, but that happened. I've been to Malaysia. Yeah, I think that's it though. Malaysia, Singapore, India, and Europe. If we want specifics, I've been to London, and the UK. Sorry, I didn't mention that. The UK. I've been to the UK. We did London for a week, and then we did France, Italy, Germany. Where else did we go? We went through Switzerland, but we didn't stay. We did the Netherlands, Amsterdam. So that also happened. And Greece. So yeah, anyway, see these questions, I'm like taking forever to answer them. Some of these questions are a bit random. In terms of like travel and like where I'm going next sort of vibe, I have a trip booked for India and Sri Lanka at the end of the year. And again, India is like typically just like a family trip, just to like check in with family over there and whatever. But this will be our first time going since being married, so it's very much like a meet my husband trip. So that's sort of the plan for the India portion of that trip. And then Sri Lanka, my husband is Sri Lankan. He was like me, he was also born and raised in Oz, but he has like frequently visited Sri Lanka, similar to me, like to see family and stuff over the years. But this time we're gonna have more of a travel focus for when we go to Sri Lanka, so that'll be nice. And I think even India, we're planning on going to like Kerala, like branching out a little bit, you know. So that's exciting. Favorite TV shows or movies? I much prefer TV shows over movies because my attention span is so poor. But I think, all right, let's have a think. At every age, I've had different favorites, obviously. I think shows that I still go back and watch and still love repeatedly are The Office, Gilmore Girls. I love watching just like random episodes of Friends from time to time. I love Gossip Girl. I would just casually rewatch this, but it was actually really funny because now I've watched all of it. Pretty Little Lies was like I think like the first TV show that I got into. Oh my god, guys, when I was in high school, my favorite TV shows were Pretty Little Lies and Dance Academy. What a throwback. Freaking slays. Anyway, that's beyond the question. I think at the moment I am watching Ugly Betty, I'm watching Desperate Housewives, and I'm watching Breaking Bad. So those are my current TV shows, but my favorite like classic ones are definitely Gilmore Girls and The Office, if I were to choose to. What do you wish you had more time to do? It's not that I don't have enough time, it's that I don't prioritize it, and I occasionally fall asleep while doing it. Reading. I really love reading when a book takes me to another planet. I love that feeling, but it's so hard to find books that do that. And then when you start reading a book and you think it's going to take you there, it's such a time commitment as well, reading. Like, if you're reading a book and there's no guarantee that it's going to take you there, then it just feels like a waste of your time. It feels like a scam. It feels like you've been lied to. And I feel like that's the hard thing with reading. It's just like, you just don't know if it's going to be worth your time or not until like you read it and you figure it out for yourself. So reading's a bit of a gamble, which is why I think it's hard for me to commit time to it, because you just don't know how it's going to go. But hopefully I can find the positive in reading and don't let that stop me. So yeah, I think that's also why book clubs have literally become a thing for me, because I'm just like, I need something to hold me accountable to reading, because otherwise I can take so long to go through a book, like it's ridiculous. So I love book clubs for that purpose, just to like keep me accountable. Oh my god. Okay, I need to be snappy with these responses. I'm getting really sick of myself. Okay, this is a controversial one. Do you like to stay updated on current events? Honestly, I'm so bad at this. Like, what I see on social media is literally what I know about the world, which is really, really bad. I know, like, I just like, ignorance is bliss for me. Like, I just don't know what's going on in the world, and I'm really bad at keeping up with it. My trivia skills, my general knowledge skills are so poor. Like, do not include me in your trivia team, please. Yeah, is there a hobby that you've always wanted to try? I would love to be a ceramics girly. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love little cutesy things, but I just also like don't have the patience to like sit there and do it. I feel like, again, the time commitment is always like something that scares me. Same as like scrapbooking. I love things like, I would love to be like a little scrapbooker, love that like artsy vibe, but I'm just like not really good at it. So I would like to do more of that if I have the time or if I commit to it. Okay, we're back to like those weird, like really DNM-y questions. Is that all the questions? That kind of sucked. What drives you to get up every morning? Work. Okay, what goal are you working towards right now? Okay. Just working out like what I want to do, and just like being happy and just getting through life. Like I feel like I went through a lot of change last year. I got married, I moved out of home. There was just a lot going on and I didn't really know how to deal. And because there was so much going on all the time, I just like didn't have to deal because I was just so busy that like I could just let everything sort of fly. I don't know. It just like last year just like literally escaped from me. Like I just don't know what happened. But yeah, like I said, it was my bridal era and my new homeowner era. So it just is what it is. But I ideally wanted this year to just be about settling into some good routines, setting up and like figuring out how to maintain a house, how to be better at doing all the adult things that you need to do, like for example cleaning, for example gardening, which I don't do, but like, you know, even just like figuring out what you do versus your partner, keeping the house in good condition, cooking, which honestly like has been a task and a half, and something that I'm still struggling with, but we're trying to work through, and meal prepping and like just getting reaching fitness goals, trying to just like keep it all together. What am I even saying? All right, so this is the final look. So I've got this plain white tee, my jorts, which fit very weird, but it's fine. And then I've got my golden gooses that I got off of Depop. Okay, anyway, I'm ready to go. I think Daisy is running a little bit late. It's nearly 6. It's 5:59. So I'm early, actually. I haven't packed my bag though, so I need to do that. But yeah, that's all. If you don't hear from me again, thank you so much for watching. This is a shocking video. I'm so sorry about it, but it's fine. Everything's fine. There's always next time. So if you have any questions that you want to ask me, please leave them below because that was not it. But yes, bye. Thanks for watching.